This topic is called solving a word problem using a quadratic equation with irrational roots. So in this problem, they're saying that a ball is thrown from a height of 61 meters with an initial downward velocity of 6 meters per second. The ball's height in meters after t seconds is given by the following. After t, h equals height equals 61 minus 6t minus 5t squared. How long after the ball is thrown does it hit the ground? When the ball is on the ground, they consider that height equal to 0. So we're going to set h equal to 0. I'm going to times everything by -1. So that I have 0 equals -61 plus 6t plus 5t squared. So in the quadratic formula, if you have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, then there is a formula to solve for x, and there's a song that goes with it, so just bear with me. X equals -b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this problem, we have a is 5 because that's the coefficient of t squared, b is 6, and c is a -61. So when we solve for x, we have a -6 plus or minus square root 36 minus 4 times 5 times -61 all over 2 times 5. So when we solve like what's under the square root, I have 4 times 5, which is 20 times a -61. So -1,220. And when we do 36 minus that -1,220, we have 1,256. So we have -6 plus or minus square root 1,256 all over 10. Now, PS, you can just put this whole thing into your calculator. If you do alpha y equals number 1, I just am using a TI-84 plus calculator. I can type in the top of the fraction of -6 plus the square root of 1,256, and I divide that by 10, and I get a positive 2.94. So that's one of my answers, 2.94. And I'm going to put it in with, again, so I'll go use the up arrow twice, push enter to copy and paste, go up to my numerator and change the plus sign to a minus sign. And I get a negative answer. So we can't have negative time. So this means this is our only answer. So let's try again. So let's see, what are they giving us as the height? So now they're giving us the height is 11 feet. So we're going to plug in 11 for h. So we have 11 equals, I'm going to put these in order with t squared first. So it's -16t squared plus 28t plus 3. I'm going to subtract 11. And we have 0 equals -16t squared plus 28t minus 8. Let me think here. We can take out a -4. Let's do that. 0 equals -4. So we're left with 4t squared minus 7t plus 2. Okay, so we don't have to even worry about this -4. We can just use a is 4, b is -7, and c is 2. So x equals -b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. We're timesing those. So 4 times 4 is 16, times 2 is 18. I added 16 times 2 is 32. 49 minus 32 is 17. So I'm going to use my calculator, put in 7 plus the square root of 17 over 2 times 4, which is 8. And I get a time of 1.39. So we'll go ahead and type that in. And then I use my up arrow twice, copy paste, my calculator, back up, make that minus sign. And we get 0 point rounded to the nearest 136 seconds. So you want to try both of your solutions, because if they're both positive, then you need to include them in your answer. Okay, that's the end of the lesson.